Hello everyone, long time no see. Looking at my channel, I see it's been 6 months or so since I uploaded a video, and I'll be making this video for the same reason I made that video. I have traded this knife to someone else for something that I find more desirable for the collection at the moment, but before I complete that trade, I feel compelled to share this with you. One, because although I've seen knives very similar to this reviewed, well, not reviewed, but showcased on YouTube briefly, I haven't heard anybody talk about the qualities of the knife. And now that Columbia River Knife and Tool is releasing a budget model, I guess you could say, of a knife similar to this, designed by Brian Tighe, well, it might behoove me to share a little bit and give you guys an idea of whether or not you'd like to purchase that knife, which is between 50 and 60 bucks, or maybe jump in and buy a full custom, which you could get between 400 and 500 brand new. So here it is. This is a Brian Tighe Die. There are several different variations of the Brian Tighe folding daggers. There's the twist tie that comes in different flavors as far as the handles and the button lock or frame lock mechanism. And then there's these, the Tighe Die, and I have to say right now, Tighe Die is not, the die is not DYE as in tie dye, the color swirl. It's as in DIE, or designation as a protection knife. Okay, it's a dagger. It's a folding dagger or a folding dirk. It's an implement it excels at penetrating things, stabbing. And per my channel's purpose of speaking about self-defense oriented knives, this fits right in. So here we have a sculpted titanium handle. You got these three shallow channels shaped like X's. This has been designated the triple X tie-dye. Okay. It's got these screws, 3 of them right here. These hold the pillars or barrel spacers in place. So you got them on the front and the back. The other screws, they don't really serve any purpose besides aesthetics, just for the look, I guess. The blade is perfectly centered. The pocket clip is, highly polished with a nice decorative cutout. It's tipped down carry position, or the tip down carry position, which is cool, but I like flippers with tip up. And I think most people would agree that that's probably the best way to carry flippers, just based on how they index, draw, and deploy. You can see it has thumb studs, but these really are not for opening purposes. You can see how it hugs the frame of the knife, so it's really not optimized for opening in that arc with your thumb. That's basically the replacement for the stop pin. It just arcs over and it nests right against the frame, which I like. So deployment is via flipper. If you take the pad of your index finger and put it right here in this shallow depression, and just no flick or anything, just hit it, it won't open all the way. You gotta pull it a little bit. This is not running on the sealed thrust bearing system that Brian uses a lot now. This has phosphor bronze washers. It's smooth, but it just doesn't flip the way most people would expect flippers today to flip. I like to put the pad of my index finger a little higher, okay, and just kind of give it a little shake. Little, not a big wrist movement, just a little shake, and that'll pop it the rest of the way out every time, no problem. So with it open, let's talk about the blade. Like I said, it's a single edge dagger. There's no swedge or a false edge. You can see the grind, the high grind where the flat is at, comes out to here and then disappears. So the thickness is maintained for a while and then it tapers down to an acute point. Ideal for penetrating things easily. The flipper forms an integral guard. If you're in a saber grip, you can nest your thumb up against this ramp that's created by the guard here, or the flipper, and it feels really good. Alright, and I do like, I've always liked daggers, I've always liked stilettos because they're classy, they're straightforward. Here you can see the Tighe logo, or his signature. This blade is 4 inches long. It is BG42. It does have a very nice, highly polished satin finish. What else am I not mentioning here? The decorative pivot, cross pivot, very similar. If you know Daryl Ralph's knives, it's very similar to the cross pivot that's on some of Daryl Ralph's pieces. It's lightweight, very lightweight. I don't know, 4 ounces maybe. It's very maneuverable. Reverse grip, edge out. Reverse grip, edge in. Works very well. Inverted edge tactics. Forward grip, edge in. You know, forward grip, edge out. Traditional hammer or saber, however you want to carry it, however you would like to deploy it. It would work. It's a beautiful piece for collection or for personal defense purposes, backup, primary, whatever. It's a nice piece. So by now, some of you may be saying, well, why are you getting rid of it? I've traded it for a Will Zermino Azrael in a configuration that I like. I owned an Azrael when Will's first started making them, and it had a kind of a plain Jane handle scale on it, and it just didn't appeal to me. I sold it off rather quickly, but I love the knife design. So now I found one with a carbon fiber scale and a titanium bolster, and I like the new pocket clip that he's using. The whole package appeals to me more. And this, I really never really got, I didn't really get attached to it the way I thought I would. So off it goes. And I could get more in depth as to why I didn't get attached to it. But that would just take up more video time than I want to share. It's a great knife, and I hope the gentleman that I traded this to enjoys it. And maybe he'll watch the video and agree with me or disagree, or maybe I'll see it on the market soon. Who knows? So that's it. Got nothing more to say. Have a great one. Wow. Have a great one. And I hope to crank out some more videos for you guys here pretty soon. I've got a few things in the knife cases over here that I've been sitting on. Mostly, you know, mid to high-end production stuff, which is going to become my main focus. So, take it easy, everyone. And as always, thank you for watching.